I just cannot, in my heart of hearts, believe that this is $80.
Woo! Smells chemically.
Wait, that smells expensive. Or is that just me?
6 is in my price range.
Huh?
Hello, friends on the internet.
Welcome back to Clevver Style.
We're back for another episode of Cheap v Steep.
But today there's a special twist on it.
Never done before on Clevver.
Today we're gonna be testing our knowledge of, drumroll please. Yes, that sounds beautiful.
Makeup.
Basically, we got too good at guessing clothes.
Is that really a surprise?
Unlike other cheap versus steep episodes, these can be from any brand.
They range in price from $6 to $250. That $250 makeup better make me look like a child. I wanna look like a child.
So we're each gonna get one product and 3 price options for that product.
And we have to guess which price is our item.
Do we have the cheap one? Do we have the even steeper one? That is the question.
Everything has had its label removed. They have been put into other containers so that we have no sign, no indicator, no hint of what these are except for the actual product itself.
Make sure you play with us in the comments below. We're gonna be reading your answers.
All right, enough talking.
Let's do this.
This came in a very standard looking tube. They like re-tubed everything.
Sounds cheap.
Smells a little Play-Doh-y.
Smells like a little old lady or like your grandma, but in a good way.
Smells like crayons. Tastes like crayons.
If this was very expensive, like up to $250, it would have more of a perfumey smell. I'm thinking right off the bat, just off the smell, I have like the steep price, not steeper, the middle price.
It looks like it's been shaved off a little bit, which usually means that a brand logo was like emblazoned into the lipstick. Now I think maybe this is a little more expensive.
Okay. The formulation is really soft. It's really buttery.
Ooh, that is vibrant. This feels really smooth and silky. It doesn't feel like a cheap lipstick at all, but it doesn't feel like a very expensive lipstick because, again, I think the fragrance is what's giving it away.
It goes on smooth. I don't have to put on a lot to get a lot of color. So far, this one isn't going anywhere.
So the prices in this category range from $6.50 or $24 or up to $80. I'm gonna stick with like the middle of the road on this because it doesn't feel cheap, but it doesn't feel expensive. An $80 lipstick should walk my dog, and this doesn't.
So I am going to guess that this is a $24 lipstick. I want this lipstick. I would not spend $80 on it. I probably wouldn't even spend $24 on it.
So the fact that it is kind of staying exactly where I put it, it's smooth, and that it looks like they had to shave off the logo, I would guess this is like medium priced. I'm gonna go with 24. I just cannot, in my heart of hearts, believe that this is $80. If it is $80, I quit.
Okay, now it is time to reveal what price this lipstick actually was. Kicking in. I was right.
It should be $24, but you guys, I have the $6.50, and this lipstick is Makeup Revolution Renaissance. I've actually never even heard of that makeup line. Wow.
This lipstick is from Becca. It is the Becca Ultimate Love Lipstick in Rosewood. I would highly recommend if you're willing to spend $24 on a lipstick, which I don't know if I am.
So I'm wrong, this is the expensive one, this is the steep one, this is $80, but I'm thrown off because I guess they put the lipstick in a different container. This is not the same container, so it's hard for me to judge the quality or luxuriousness of a product without judging its packaging. Would I spend $80 on this? No. If it was like, Loryn, spend $80 on this lipstick or you can never listen to Taylor Swift again, maybe I would do it then.
So next up, we're gonna go to eyeshadows. Off the bat, I already think it's kind of the cheap version. Look at that, you guys, all that breakage. That's cheap, y'all.
Is this really close to my face? Let's do maybe this like white shimmer. Ooh, okay, she's pigmented. Ooh, she just turned into a clown within 3 seconds.
Okay, so these are my eyeshadows. Very soft and powdery. That's nice, yeah, okay. crease. This blends really nicely.
Oh yeah, I don't think this is expensive at all. It can't be because it is not showing up at all. Yo, low-key, I really like these colors. This is nice. Well, I love how it applies. It's a really pretty color. I would actually use this palette. I love how it looks on my skin tone. It applies very easily.
I like it when it's really pigmented, where you just use just a little and just plop that on and it's enough for your whole eye. This, I feel like you're gonna have to apply and really work and then add a couple more layers. This feels cheap to me.
There's not much color there. It's a little like glittery and ooh, and lots of fallout on my cheek.
Okay, so we have a $10 palette, $48 palette, and a $92 palette. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this palette is the cheap one because again, there's a lot of breakage. When I first applied it on my arm, there wasn't a whole lot of coverage and it just doesn't scream expensive to me.
I actually don't hate this. I think it's pretty good. I think it's not bad, but there's something about the texture and the application that takes me back to like high school, sitting on the ground in front of a mirror next to my closet, listening to music, texting with my boyfriend, just takes me back. And I do feel like this is the $10 eyeshadow.
I'm really into all of these colors. The application was kind of like buttery, very soft, very blendable. Based on the fact that there was a lot of fallout from the metallic and that there's only 5 little shades, I'm gonna go with the $10 eyeshadow.
I am...
Oh, this one's $10. I got it right.
No!
This is the Sephora collection, the Eye Stories palette in Caffeine Please. Not a bad palette. I like the colors, and I don't think anybody would be able to tell. I'm pretty good at this game.
This is the $48 eyeshadow. Okay, this is Natasha Denana's mini camel palette, $48. Man, this should come with a massage. That's whack.
I just went in and broke up a $92 palette. Oh my. My palette is Tom Ford's Gold Eye Color Quad. I said that it was the cheap one. This is $92. Huh?
The bronzer originally arrived cracked, and then us at Clevver, we tried to repackage it and make it look nice and usable. And then when I was shooting video to show you guys what the bronzer looked like, this happened. Oh, you guys, this is so sad.
Love me some bronzer. Ooh, I am about to be caked face. Woo! Obviously don't put bronzer on like that, but that's really nice. I think I went a little overboard.
So I don't really know what this indicates, but I go like that and a lot of powder comes up. Like a lot. I feel like that's a sign that it's cheap, but I really am not sure. I like this. Oh my God, look at that jawline. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, it's showing up. It's a very fine texture, which makes me feel like it's maybe like a better bronzer because it's so fine, but I feel like it's kind of going on patchy. What do you guys think?
This is beautiful. I love the bronzer. I definitely would wear it. Such a good color, perfect for my skin. And I'm so sorry that you have to stare at me with all this bronzer on my face, but also look extremely tan.
You're the most beautiful, glowing sun goddess ever.
A little went a long way, which feels like an indicator that it's not that cheap. I like this bronzer. I feel a little, you know, like Texas pageant queen right now, but that is not the bronzer's fault.
Such as?
So this is either $6, $44, or $112. Oh, this can't be $112. I just can't. I'm not here for it if it is. All right, I'm gonna go with the $6 one. It was just like so powdery in there. That feels like maybe an indicator that it's cheap. Maybe.
Something tells me it's right in the middle. So I feel like this is a $44 palette, but I'm hoping that it's $6.
I don't think this is the $112. I think this is the $6. Only because it looked like this when it arrived. It feels thin and hard to work with. It's like not blending at all. You guys, I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 minutes and it doesn't look any better.
The answer is bloop.
Yay, I finally got one right. Okay, this was the cheap one, $6 from NYX. It's a great bronzer. NYX has some great products. 6 is in my price range.
Bobbi Brownzer. You know what? The producers love me. The fact that I got a Bobbi Brown bronzer makes me really happy. I'm going to use it. This is not going to be wasted at all. I'm going to keep it and I'm going to use it all the time. Would I spend $44 on this even though it's beautiful? I don't think so.
This is the $112 bronzer. What? I am so sick to my stomach even thinking that we spent $112 at Clevver on something that fell apart. No.
Here we go. Wow. That smells really nice, very pretty. So that right there makes me feel like it's a department store foundation. So like maybe a little more, oh my God, that's way too much.
I can kind of see it separating a little bit, the color in there, which kind of tells me maybe it's kind of a cheaper one. Just gonna do a little dab here. Wait, that smells expensive. Or is that just me? Do I smell expensive?
Woo! Smells chemically. It glides on, it's smooth, doesn't feel heavy already, feels super light. And the cool thing is I didn't use a lot and it spreads. Like I just used a little dollop and it covered my whole face. Love the foundation, love how it feels. It feels expensive.
Feels very wet. It's blending nicely. A lot of like cheap foundations will just kind of sit on top of my skin. I can still kind of see my freckles, so it's not like cakey or too thick of a coverage. Wow, that's nice. That is nice.
You can still see my skin color and texture through it, but it does feel like it's got a lot of coverage. I mean, it is definitely a different color than what I have on my face currently. Mime vibes.
There's a $6 one, a $68 one, and a $250. Who is spending $250 on a foundation? Feels more like a right in between, a $68 foundation. Definitely not $250, and it's definitely not $6 because it goes on so well.
I am shocked at how nice this looks on my skin. I feel, it's kind of like, I feel like I'm glowing. It feels very hydrating. I'm gonna guess this is the expensive one. This is the first round where I feel like if it is $250, it is justified in costing that much.
I don't think this is a cheap foundation. It could be an expensive one. Like it must be a middle of the road option, but I really like it. I think this is a $68 foundation.
The answer is...
Oh my God. This is a $6 foundation. It's e.l.f.'s Flawless Satin Foundation in 210 Natural. e.l.f. has been killing it. $6? Are you kidding me? This is so good.
Okay, so Pat McGrath, you guys love me. Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation in medium 18. It went on my skin flawlessly. The fact that you buy this and you know that you could just use a little bit and you'll get that full coverage, I think that is really worth your money.
So this is from a brand I've never heard of called Clevver Style. Would I pay $250 for a foundation? No. Am I glad that I have a little bit of this to use on my own? Yes, I will use this. Like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup. This is insane.
So I didn't do bad.
I didn't do great.
I got 2 out of 4 right, and I'm actually really proud of myself. I feel like Loryn and I probably did similar because Loryn and I do like cheaper things.
If I had to guess, I would say Erin probably did very well.
And I didn't do great in my first episode of Cheap versus Steep, but I did find some new products that I'm obsessed with. Like I'm gonna go buy this e.l.f. foundation right now after this video is over.
The lipstick, is it worth it? $6.50? Heck yeah, it's worth it.
5 eyeshadows for $48? Heck no. Where's the rest of the $250 foundation, Clevver? Mail it to me, please, thanks.